Hey everybody, we are back after quite a bit of a break. It's been about 2 weeks since I've made a video. Been working hard on the draft project with Flash for the last week. That explains most of that. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into it. I hit Masters on my second free-to-play account last night. That's pretty exciting. Also had a very sad draft last night. Just the old 03 deck was great too, but see if we can do better this morning. That's a pretty easy play to Goliath. If that wasn't in the pack, I would probably take Hip Shot. If I didn't take Hip Shot, then it might be the Prophetic Stranger or the Stormcrasher. But yeah, we're gonna go with Plated Goliath here. I think I would really like to take Purify, but instead we'll take Archive Curator. It stays on color, means we can stay open a little bit longer. It's also a Lumbering Gruin, which is a pretty good uncommon according to the draft data analysis that Flash has done. So yeah, it's easy Curator here. It looks like Shadow may be open, like Argentport. That's a really late Roland's choice. Victor's Cry is great. Extract is good. Let's see. I think we take Roland's choice here. I think here we will take the Purify. That's a really late Purify. We're not really close to Primal. That's a decently late Dragon Breath, but I'm not a huge fan, although it's pretty decent with Plated Goliath. I could also take Shield Bash or like Talon or Ravel. I don't know. I don't really like most of these choices. I think we take, I don't know. Let's see. Probably take the Ravel here. Wow, that's another Dragon Breath. There's also a Pit Fighter, which is really good. I like Bolster quite a bit, so let's take Bolster. I'll take the Tireless Stranger. We could be a Combre deck splashing. It's a very late work bully. There's also Cannon Bay. Sure, we'll take the bully. Huru Stranger, Best Stranger. I'm not likely to play most of these. We'll put a Pummel on the sideboard. Same thing with Ice Bow. We might get like a Viper or something the next pack 3. Alright, so most of you won't have the opportunity to open up an island. If you do, you should probably pass it, and here's why. I've tried to make this card work, and it's just hard to get enough primal spells that you really want to be playing in your deck to make this at all worth it. So it warps your deck considerably and for not much benefit, and we're just going to take the Twin Broods here. Well, there's a Shiny Guardian. You can also take a Lumen Shepherd. We've already got enough top end at the moment, so I think I'm happy with the Guardian. We could also take this Felon Stranger. There's also Rain of Frogs, which is not great, but it is worth some Shift Stone. Let's just take the Guardian here. Well, Combre seems to be open. I think I like the Desert Marshal better than the Steward, because a lot of times a steward can just blank or you draw it late in the game and they don't have any cards in their hand. So I think the marshal's just better here. There's also a dark return, which I would really like to take, especially with sauropods. Ooh, that's a very speculative pick. Very, very speculative pick. We have more chances of a dark return than we do of another desert marshal, so we'll be disciplined, I guess. It's a soaring stranger. There's also an Elysian stranger. We could take a hatchling. Excuse me. There's the finest hour, which is pretty solid. There's also a rampage, and I like sharpshooter too, but we're not really in fire yet. This is the second static bolt in a row, so primal is pretty open. Let's take the hatchling. Rewarded. I don't think that we're in it for twinning ritual yet, although we do have two echo units that are pretty good. Yeah, I guess we could be. Just don't like to abandon that Roland's choice if I don't have to. But it looks like we are either going to be Elysian or Combre. I think we take the fixing here. Dune Phantom is very good, but sure, we could take a Sentinel. Sync Strike! Or we could go the 5 action Strangers route and play 3 Yeti Spies, but we'll take the Sync Strike for now. Refresh is great. Safe return, sure. Safe return, say draw, no. Not likely to play this Northwind Herald. Ah, the slug. Did we grab that ice bow? We sure did. Okay, so we've got an amber ring, a familiar, which I like quite a bit, but since we have an ice bow that we can play, I think we'll just take this fantastic 2-drop here. We're going to ignore this beautiful slug for the moment. There's also an amber ring, but I think Viper is where we want to be, or familiar. Familiar is very, very good. But we only have 1 2-drop, so we're gonna take Viper. Easy peasy. Yeah, easy. Another curator here. Easy archaeologist, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of this card. Yeah, we're probably gonna take the Bone Picker and attempt to splash it. That. Yeah, we'll probably take Dragon Breath here. Another Dragon Breath? Sure. Could also take a Trail Runner, which means we're really, really hurting for 2-drops, but we could do that. We'll take the, because we're going to be, with this few number of 2-drops, we're going to be in trouble. Let's see. Could put a Desert Marshal back in a 2-drop splash. I hate this, but I am going to take this Trail Runner over the Dragon Breath. Although Viper and Dragon Breath. Alright. We're gonna gamble. Snow Checker is not the 2-drop I'm looking for, so we're gonna take the familiar. Why does it have to be so difficult? Well, we don't really have fire fixing, right? Not that we couldn't get it. Alright, I hate this pick too, but Trail Runner it is. I think we take Mortar here. instantly punished, right? We'll take the Stranger here because we need the 2-drops, and we'll take the Dust Blind because I want everyone to play with Blood Qualification because it's very good. I really wish that in the draft process you could switch to that second view where you can see all your whole draft like horizontally instead of this having to scroll. Excuse me. All right, so we do need 2-drops, so we could play a Wisp, but we'll probably be better off with the Eastwind Herald. I think that's probably the pick here. I also like Horned Warlunk, but we're okay in the 4-drop slot. It's also a Dark Return, which I really want. I'll take the Herald here. Yeah, it's a Lumen Defender. We would love to have that. Ooh, and a False Prince. Yes, please. And a Withering Witch. Oh my. Oh my. We do want to splash Shadow because of our Bone Picker. That means we're probably not running that. Purify. We have 1 source. Make that 2 sources. That's not very many sources, everybody. So it's either Withering Witch, which is extremely powerful, or we could play Illumin Shepherd in the 6-drop slot. And I think we're going to go for power here. Will most likely be punished. Ooh, look at this. Nesting Aviasaur is just, it's just already a good card. A 4 power 3/3 flyer is just good. And then if you have, you know, an Echo unit in your hand, you can put it back on top and get some of that value. So I like this pickup here quite a bit. Could take a Static Bolt. How many units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't want to play Trail Runner. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9. Yeah, we've got plenty of units. Question is, do we have enough 2-drops? We could take the Combrei Stranger for our time fixing. Should allow us to be a little bit more loose with this Shadow Splash. Or we could take a Static Bolt. We are doing okay on removal, right? Is it just the 2 Dragon Breaths now? It is. I think we take the Stranger. Days? Sure. Alright, do we take a Tower Top or a Terry? I think we take the Terrazon. I think it's the better card here for us. Sure, we'll take another Days. I don't think we're going to play the... Oh, Dispel? Yes, we will be playing Dispel. And for all those Life Force players out there, or Argenport, which is where this card really shines, we will leave that for them and take the Inspire and Pyre Adept. Alright. Well, we sort of meandered a little bit, but we got there eventually. Not sure about this Shadow Splash. Like, is the deck just better like this? Probably is, honestly. Although we don't want to play trail runner, or 2 days. So that means that we do have room for this. We could also think about playing this Roland's Choice. It's very, very greedy. But we've got three free justice sources from our strangers, and then we could just play the shadows, 2 shadow sigils like we're going to anyway. We probably want to be at 18 power with this deck though. We could cut refresh. Could also cut that Combre Stranger we picked up. That's probably the play. Do we have any power to play? I don't think so. Oh wait, yeah. We have the banner. Alright. I'd rather go down to 4 total shadow sources for 2 cards. No, it probably does need to be 5. And then we've got 10 time and only 6 primal? 7 primal? I guess most of our cards are time. Seems like a very strange split though. Oh well, we'll try it like this and see how it goes.